Hello, welcome to Johannet International, your home where all naughty questions are demystified. So today we'll be talking about questions on rates and work. So your rates and work. The rates. Okay, let's make that a little bit more clearer. So we're talking about rates and work. So very common in the GMAT and the GRE, you see questions that ask for, this is a red, you see questions that ask for the rates of work. So the basic formula you should know is that 1 all over the total time, I call this time total, is always equal to, say we have maybe A person, B person, and a C person doing work. So 1 all over the total time is equal to 1 all over the time it will take A plus 1 all over the time it will take person B plus 1 all over the time it will take person C. Okay, so for basically, you have 2 persons. It's always a bit easier. So the total time for 2 persons, let's say person A and person B, is always equal to the time it takes A times the time it takes B divided by the time it takes A plus the time it takes B. So please take note, this is only for when you have just what? 2 persons. When you have 2 persons, but when you have several persons, have this in mind. So let's see, it's a very common question on the GMAT, the GRE. So let's see a question like something like this, okay? So let's share a question on the GMAT. Okay, look at this. This is a bit dodgy, not straight to the point, but we use the same logic. So the 5 machines at a certain factory operate at the same constant rate. If 4 of these machines operating simultaneously takes 30 hours to fill a production order, how many fewer hours does it take all 5 machines operating simultaneously to fill the same production order? So have in mind, all machines, keywords, all machines operate what? At same constant rate. So let's say that means, let's say the time it takes any of the machine is what? Let's call it Tx for each of the machines. So that means that using our formula of 1 all over the time it takes the total, we know 1 over the time it takes the total is now 30 minutes, equal to 1 all over, because it said when it took 4 machines, 4 machines did it for 30 hours. So our aim is to know the time it takes 1 machine. So that's going to be 1 all over the time it takes X plus 1 all over Tx plus 1 all over Tx plus 1 all over Tx. Tx standing for the time it takes 1 machine to do the job. So if you look at this, this is the same thing as saying 1 over 30 is equal to, when you add this all up, this is the same thing as saying 4 out of Tx. Okay, we need a little bit of a factors to know that. So when you cross multiply this, it simply means that the time it takes for 1 machine to do the job is equal to what? So you cross multiply this 30 times 4, which is what? 120 for 1 machine to do the job. So now the question is asking us how many fewer hours. So we have to know the time it takes 5 machines to do the job. So what we simply do is 1 over, to get the time it takes 5 machines. So for 5 machines to do the job, total time. So it will be 1 over 20 plus 1 over 20 plus 1 over 20 over 120, forgive me, plus 1 over 120 as well as plus 1 over 120. In the real exam, you may not have to write it all this. You know that this is the same thing as saying 5 times 1 all over 120. And please take note, this is equal to the time it takes 5 machines. So that's 1 all over T5 equal to all these. So that means that 1 all over T5 equal to 5 times 1 over 120. And this would give you 1 over T5 is equal to 1 over 24 because 5 here is 1 and 5 in 120 gives you 24. Now you inverse this. When you inverse this, you can see that T5, the time it will take 5 machines to do the job at the same rate is going to be 24 hours. Remember, the question asks us for how many fewer hours. So while for 4 machines was 30, and then for 5 machines, it took them 24 hours. The difference is what? 6 hours. So your answer is what? C. There are some trap answers here, like the 24. Don't get excited, solve, you get 24 hours and you get excited. No, your question was to find how many fewer hours. So the correct answer is 6, not 20. I hope that. So in order to get more solutions like this, demystify more stuff like this, just contact me and I would help you step by step demystify the exams, the GMAT and the GRE and other foreign exams to help you get to your desired goal. Thank you.